I think we can all agree that 2016 was some bullshit. Straight up bullshit. If 2016 was a sandwich, it'd be like 2 pieces of like rye bread and like you just sandwich a shit right in the middle of it. But realistically, all we can do is move on into next year and not make the same decisions and hope that we can somehow create a better year by leaving some of the bullshit that happened this year in this year. So these are 10 things and people that need to stay in 2016. Ready? Let's go. Number 10. Fat asses on skinny legs. Listen, everybody loves a fat ass. Men love fat asses, women love fat asses. Everybody loves fat asses. Fat asses are beautiful because women's shapes are beautiful. However, if you're going to go and buy a fat ass, you need to understand that there's nobody who naturally walks around with the legs of a woman who's 110 pounds and the ass of a woman who's 310 pounds. It doesn't make any sense. You literally look like ants. All I'm saying is when you go to your doctor and your doctor says, okay, we're going to install this big fat Cadillac ass on the back of you, all you have to say is, hey, before you do that, can you make sure that I have a little bit of leg so that way it looks like somewhat decent? Not y'all. Y'all just be walking around on 2 basketballs on toothpicks. Cut it out. Number 9. Unwanted reboots. Girl Meets World, Fuller House, Brother, That's So Raven 2, I don't know, Even Stevens 3, whatever the fuck. Stop. This generation is obsessed with nostalgia. And quite frankly, that's tired. You have to stop wanting things to be just because of what they were. Some things are good just because they were good. But then when you bring them back, you ruin them because it's never as good and you never want it. I think we just need to learn how to move on from certain things. Just appreciate what they were when they were. And this also goes for music. Every time I cut on a new song on the radio, which I barely listen to the radio, but if I listen to something that makes it big or has a lot of successes because it samples something from the 90s. The 90s happened. They were great. I was born in 93. I remember them vaguely. We all keep them in our hearts. However, they're not happening again. I don't want to cut on the radio and hear Tory Lanez try to sell me Everyone Falls in Love Sometimes. Yeah, it's hot, but it was hot the first time. We knew that. Number 8. Anything can happen. It was a great slogan at first. I am a Henny heathen, so I understand the love of Hennessy. However, most of you people that are saying anything can happen and wearing Henny merch have never consumed Hennessy in your life, and if you did have a shot of Hennessy, you'd have to lay on the floor with a cold rag on your forehead. Henny merch is not your badge if you don't drink Hennessy. If you can't consume at least a fifth of Hennessy by yourself, I'm going to say that you should leave the Henny merch alone. And if you're 12, leave the Anything Can Happen merch alone. You're fucking 12. Number 7. Rob in China. I covered this a little bit in our last video, so I'm not going to spend a long time on it. At first, when Rob and Blac Chyna got together, it was pretty funny. Realistically, we all wanted Blac Chyna to get back at the Kardashians for ruining her family or whatever the fuck they did. But then, as soon as we thought that Chyna actually did that, everybody hated her. You actually felt bad for Rob because you actually don't want petty shit like that to happen. Petty is petty and petty is fun, but it's not fun once children and actual feelings get involved. Because we're all human beings. We don't want to see anyone get played like that. It's not fun for me to want to watch no shit like that. And I just believe that if you guys want to have your cute little show and have it be boring, I'd rather it be boring than y'all creating real domestic ass issues for no reason. I think it's just time for y'all to just sit down and enjoy your life. Blac Chyna, you'll get back in shape. Rob, you won't. And, you know, everything's going to be great. And Little Dream is gorgeous and she looks just like her grandfather and her dad. And Rob, you can sit down and enjoy that. But y'all niggas need to leave me out of it. Number 6. All the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way. Boop. I can't. I don't want to hear it anymore. It is the most annoying song on the planet. Not because it happened once, but twice. Because after it got played out the first time, then they put out the remix with Jay-Z, and it happened again. And Remy Ma talking about how long she's been in jail. Bitch, we knew you was in jail. We don't give a fuck. I understand the song is nominated for a Grammy in which I hope you do not win, simply because Remy Ma tagged Nicki Minaj in that picture of her Grammy nomination. And this is also just a side note, has nothing to do with All the Way Up, but Nicki Minaj. All 365 pounds of Remy Ma are coming at your motherfucking neck. So I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but I hope in 2017 you're gonna address it. She wants to be the queen of New York, and she thinks she deserves to be the queen of rap. My personal feelings on that is if you want to be the queen of New York, finish out your parole and worry about not being the property of New York before you want to call yourself the queen of anything. Okay, girl? Number 5. Canceled. I'm sick of y'all canceling people because I feel like you cancel somebody every day. There's a hive mentality of people on Twitter or online in general that take quotes that people may have said or sometimes may not, or twist people's words for them to say something problematic, and then you run up on somebody and you try to cancel them. How about instead of just running on people and saying, so is canceled, He said black women are nappy. How about we just sit and recognize what they say before you attack? Because a lot of times, the people that you cancel, you're not really canceling them, one. And two, sometimes they didn't even say that. It's like a quote from The Onion, and y'all want to take it and run with it. I saw people running this quote from Michael Kors saying, Michael Kors is canceled, because The Onion or somebody printed some fake quote that said Michael Kors said niggers are cheapening his bags. He never said that. That's not a real quote. You're not really canceling people anyway, because y'all do love his bags, and if you're still gonna buy his bags, don't cry canceled or consume the material. Realistically, all you really need to do is reprimand somebody, make sure they understand that they were wrong and how they were wrong, make them apologize, and then move on. Number 4. Tomi Lahren. She's been able to make a career off the fact that people bring her name up too much, so I'm not really even going to spell it because I don't want you niggas going out there Googling it. My point about Tomi Lahren is, look, she's not the only one of her. Clearly, we've learned this year that there are fucking thousands and millions of Tomi Lahrens running around the country that believe the shit she says. And those people are the people that elected our fuckhead-ass president. Meanwhile, your white friend at the office, Stacy in the cubicle next to you that tells you she likes your twist out every Thursday, she's the one that probably watches Tomi Lahren and is like, that's right, Beyonce probably is a terrorist. Yeah, that's true. Colin Kaepernick should have stood up for the national anthem because he's an American. The problem is not Tomi Lahren. The problem is that Tomi Lahren is the face of the people around you. Instead of correcting Tomi Lahren's dumb bimbo ass, correct the people around you because they're the people that give her life. They're people who think like her in the world. Number 3, the new Kanye. I don't know where the fuck you went wrong. I don't really know when the fuck you went wrong. I just want you to fix it. Kanye West used to be my favorite rapper. There's no doubt that Kanye West has a genius mind. Kanye West doesn't believe Kanye West has a genius mind because he seems to want to prove to all of us that he has a genius mind time and time again. But we never said he didn't. Actually, he's where he is in the world because we put him there because we're the consumers. We're the one who put you here. Who are you trying to convince that you're a genius, bro? Me or you? When he had the whole stint in the mental hospital, I really hope that they held down the home button and the top button and just held it down till the Apple symbol lit up in his eyes and he just reset. But of course not. He literally came out of the hospital, dyed his hair blonde like he's the real Slim Shady, and then fucking went to Trump Tower to take a picture with Trump. If that's the type of person you're going to be, let us know so that way we know how to feel about you in the future. Because bottom line is you're going to pay for the bullshit that you're doing. And I don't respect the person that says, I support Trump after Trump wins. The people that I really respect, well, not like actually respect, but you know what I'm saying. The people that I really respect are the people that stood in their shit and said, I support Trump and I hate you niggers. Because those are the people that really were still firm in their convictions. But if you bought your Trump sticker for your car after Trump won, you're a bitch ass nigga. Number 2, Savage. As soon as Needed Me came out, every girl on the planet felt that she was a savage. Didn't I tell you that I was a savage? But as soon as your boyfriend does something to you that you don't like, your mascara is running like Usain Bolt. Most of the people that say that they're savages are the most whiny people on the planet. The people that say that they're savages are people that get on Snapchat and Instagram and talk about how they don't need anybody, but realistically it's like a cry for help. And Rihanna's a Pisces. Rihanna's not a fucking savage. Rihanna cries about everything on the low key. Don't let her fool you. Number 1. Open racism. Listen, racist, I know Donald Trump has got your head filled like, ah, America! And filled with, you know, all this white power and all the other shit that you love. But I'm gonna tell you this, simple and motherfucking plain. I want to, very bad. But sadly, I will never be able to whoop Donald Trump's ass. But I can whoop yours. So I suggest you practice what you practice in the comfortability of your own Caucasian home. Because if you bring that shit over here, I got something for you in these streets. And so, yeah, that's all the shit that I don't want to see in 2017. If I see that shit in 2017, I'm going to be hella pissed. Because that's half the reason why 2016 was some bullshit in the first place. And also, there's some general ground rules for 2017 that I think we should all adopt. There's 3 that I really want to put into practice. 1, be your fucking self. Be whoever the fuck you want to be. Make no apologies for it. Whoever the fuck you are, whatever the fuck you want to do, at the end of the day, it's your world. If you want to be comfortable in your blackness, if you want to listen to Hannah Montana, if you want to ride horses, whatever the fuck you want to do, just fucking do it and do it to the best of your ability. Because bottom line is, everyone will accept you if you're being 100% unapologetically you. Number 2, call out bullshit when you see it. If someone's on some bullshit or something is a situation that you don't like, that you know is some bullshit, say it. Call it right out. Oh, no. Boop. Bullshit. Don't let people get over on you. Don't let people say shit to you or do shit to you that you know is not right, because you deserve the best out of this world. But people are only going to treat you how you teach them how to treat you. Make sure that your shit is in order and make sure that everybody gets right before they get wrong when they come in your space. Number 3, the herd Jew. It's the oldest quote in the book. When someone showed you who they are, believe them. People say a lot of shit. People say anything because, I don't know, niggas just love to talk. But at the end of the day, people show you what they mean. When someone showed you some shit and you realize what that shit means, after you call it out, all you have to do is just say, you know what? Heard you, bro. Like, I understand what you just said to me, and I'm gonna adjust my friendship accordingly, or adjust this relationship accordingly. Adjust your expectations off of what people give you. If people are giving you bullshit, expect bullshit, and don't put so much into that relationship, because expectations are only gonna lead to resentments in the end of the day anyway. When you set expectations up for people who show you that they can't meet the basic expectations of being a decent fucking person, you're setting yourself up to have a bunch of baggage and bullshit that you don't deserve. So realistically, just pay attention to what's going on around you and who people are, and that way you can put your positive energy into people who really deserve it. And cheers to making 2017 a better fucking year than this year. Anyway, I'm out. See you next year. Deuce.